At a certain stage in my life, I was blasting out outreach for my short form video editing. I got a sales call with this guy who makes 25k a month, and he booked in the sales call at 8 a.m. Me being past me at 14 years old, or 15 years old actually, started complaining. It's 8 a.m. Damn. I started complaining to myself mentally. Next day, I woke up, obviously feeling negative because I went to bed feeling negative. I've got to wake up at 8 a.m. on a Saturday. Damn. I woke up, I took the sales call, hopped on, and of course I'm in a negative mindset. Of course, because I've been filling my mind up with negative thoughts. And I took the sales call, and it was all right. I could have definitely closed him, but because of my negativity, because of my lack of energy, I didn't close him. And 2 minutes later, after the call ended, I didn't get the sale, but 2 minutes later after the call ended, he put up on his story, if you care more about the sale than the prospect, you're never going to close a sale. And he's a sales trader. He makes 25k a month teaching other people how to get sales, high ticket sales or whatever. And that really resonated with me for some reason. And in fact, back then, so almost 9 months ago, I wasn't religious at all. I followed him on Instagram though, and he used to put out like daily Bible quotes, daily stuff that he's learned from him turning into Christianity, accepting Jesus as his Lord. And that's what made me more religious and made me look into God more, look into the spirituality. Like maybe there's a chance that Jesus existed, Prophet Muhammad existed. Maybe there's a chance that all of this stuff is connected and all of this stuff does have backing rather than just being stories made up by man. Anyway, to get back on track, I learned a lot from him that day. I was focused on getting sales, blasting outreach. The more outreach I make, the more sales I'll get. The more people I message, the more sales I'll get. The more content I make, the more sales I'll get. That's not true. And if I could go back and tell my 15-year-old self this, I would. This is what I'd say. You need to develop a skill that provides value to people in order for them to pay you for the value you've provided for them. I was under the impression that the more outreach I do, the more cold calls I do, the more money I'll make. Wrong. The better you get at a skill, the more money you can make for someone else, and the more value you can provide for someone else, the more money you'll make, as long as your marketing is like up to standard. The key here is that you're a kid. If you're watching this, you're probably like under the age of 25. Anybody over the age of 28 views you as a kid. Especially if you're 18, 19, they view you as a kid. Even God views you as a kid, right? If you're outreaching to people that are making 25k a month, 30k a month, they're providing value to other people. You want to work with good-natured, wealthy individuals that provide value to society, therefore they get paid. Why on earth would God let them spend 3k on you when you don't even know how to get a proper result? Think about how that works in terms of God and the universe. God would never let that happen to somebody who provides so much value to society and is good-hearted and is wealthy and is famous to fall for a scam like that. Because that's all it is. If you're doing outreach without getting a proper result, you're a scam. I stopped outreach for 2 months and my whole ass business died, bro. I'm being honest, my whole ass business died for a little bit when I stopped outreach because I just focused on the skill. Now I get results. Now I know how to get results. I am the guy that gets results. I am the young gun that gets results. Before I was just a cheap guy who replies fast. Well done me. That's why I'd get paid 400, 500. But trust me, bro, think about how that works. If there's a guy making 50k a month or 60k a month and he's your ideal client, you look at his Instagram, he's in private jets, he's selling a course or whatever, and he's helping people make an impact on the world, and he's having an impact on the world, and he's giving all these motivational speeches. Why on earth would God allow a possibility of him sending you 3k for your jack shit knowledge when you have nothing in like not the bank, but like nothing in the mind to be able to offer to him? And maybe the stuff that you do offer to him is like based off of 2 months worth of learning. You need to properly dedicate yourself 1 hour every day, just how you dedicate yourself to school if you wanted to get all A stars. You need to properly dedicate yourself in order for it to make sense, make it easy to close those deals. You could be sending out 100 outreaches every day and another objection will come up. Another problem would be, oh, can I see your past clients? Can I see your past work? How do I know that you're going to get me a result? You want to know the easiest fix? Instead of trying to look for some script to tell them, oh yeah, I'm going to work really hard for you because you're my first client. Why don't you get the result for yourself first? Why don't you work for free for others? If you can't do it for yourself, do it for others and get them result first and then start outreaching, because then it will be so much more successful. It aligns with the laws of the universe where you have to provide value to make money, and also it just makes it easier for the client to say yes because now you got results. So that's the key. When you're starting a business, you need to learn how to provide value rather than just focusing on the sales. Don't be me at 15 years old where I was waking up at 8 a.m. I'm negative. I'm just like, yeah, sales, whatever. Like, give me $800, I'll edit your videos, blah, 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 blah. It needs to be more like, I get this result. I'm the expert. You're coming to me. and I'm embracing you and I'm giving you all of my knowledge. Here's my price so that you take it seriously. Money is by the way, take off any importance of money. Money is of no importance. You're trying to build a relationship. You're trying to build a community around your face, around your expertise, around the results you get. And that's what's going to build you a real business for the long term. Don't be thinking short term, oh yeah, $800, 1.2K, 3.5K, wow, I'm rich. No, you're not. But yeah, if you like this video, like, subscribe, comment. Definitely subscribe though. I'll see you in the next one.